Today is Monday, April 21st, 2025. My name is Sofia Morin. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and the Texas Pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to the Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. Please remain standing for a moment of silence. Thank you. You may now be seated. For today's announcements, we'll first look at our attendance. Our attendance daily average for Thursday was 92.31%. Our weekly attendance average is 94%. Hawks, let's try to reach 97% and be in school every day. For our clubs and sports section, we have the following announcements. Support the Horizon Middle School cheerleading team by purchasing a jean pass for $10. This allows teachers and staff to wear jeans every Wednesday. To participate, please wear a blue top or an autism awareness shirt with your jeans. Jean passes can be purchased through any cheerleader or in room 320. Thank you for your support. Teachers and students are allowed to wear a purple shirt to show support for our military students. Make sure you are still following the dress code. Attention all NJHS members. We will be having a mandatory meeting on Thursday after school in room 308. Attention 8th grade Hawks. If you haven't filled out the 8th graders most likely to form yet, be sure to ask your teacher for the link as soon as possible. Your responses will be featured in the yearbook, so don't miss out. Make your mark and help us celebrate 8th grade class of 2025. Hawks, there is still time for you to join the tennis club. Meetings are every Tuesday from 8 to 5 in room 306 with Mr. Garcia. Attention all students, teachers, and staff. In honor of National Student Leadership Week, join us for our service Superhero Day by wearing a superhero shirt on Friday. Congratulations to our Horizon High School cheer team for the upcoming year, Carmen Ramirez and Abby Diaz. It is important to always be in dress code on a daily basis. You must be wearing a solid black, gray, or white polo shirt that is tucked in at all times. Only natural hair color is allowed. On Thursdays, you are allowed to wear college or military shirts, and don't forget to show your Hawk spirit on Fridays. Remember, no hoodies or torn jeans are allowed on campus. We always want to dress for success. Let's go to Studio 2 with Miss Reese.
Good morning, Hawks. I hope you all are having a wonderful Monday morning. Thank you so much for being here today. So teachers, we do want to remind you that it is that time to share your students' 3-week data. Teachers, please make sure you are updating your classroom data trackers and having your students update their individual data trackers. Students, make sure that you are working towards and meeting your goals. Teachers, also don't forget to view your walkthroughs and coaching cycles in Eduphoria. It's important that you are reviewing the feedback that is left for you. We will be having our Science STAR test tomorrow. 8th grade students, please make sure that you get a good night's sleep tonight and eat a healthy breakfast tomorrow. You still have 2 more opportunities to earn more water balloons for your field day. 6th and 7th grade will be reporting to their intervention classes tomorrow. So all students will report directly to their testing room or their intervention classroom tomorrow morning. We do want to remind you that cell phones and earbuds must be turned off and out of sight. If it is seen, heard, or being used, it will be picked up and a $15 fee will be charged. Our focus is on your learning, and these devices are distractions. Students, it is very important that you take care of your bodies and your minds every single day. This can easily be done by eating a healthy breakfast, lunch, and dinner on a daily basis. Your body is growing and needs nourishment to build the muscles and help you stay focused. Be sure to grab breakfast every morning, and remember that you can use the share table if there is something that you don't want. I do also want to remind you that all students are required to eat lunch on a daily basis. Everyone should be going through the lunch line unless you have brought a lunch from home. And I do want to remind you that chips do not count as a lunch. I also want to remind you that only water is allowed to be brought to school. There should not be any other drinks such as sports drinks, energy drinks, sodas, coffee, any of that. Students, you are only allowed to bring water. And students are not allowed to sell anything on campus without an approved fundraiser request. Our campus vision is building resilient achievers as our leaders. We can reach our vision by following our PBIS Hawk core values of be responsible, be respectful, be safe, and be present. Students, we do want to talk a little bit about being present. Remember to actively participate in your classroom discussions, activities, and assignments. Report to class every day, every period, on time. Never forget that you are loved here at Horizon Middle School, and we are super happy that you are here each and every day. Thank you for being here, and if someone hasn't told you they love you today, Hawks, I'm telling you I love you, and I hope you have an amazing day. Every day, in every way, we are getting better and better, so don't stop reaching for your goals. The decisions you make today affect you tomorrow, so always make those great decisions, Hawks. Have a great day. Now let's go back to Studio One with our anchor.
Thank you, Ms. Next, we have our counselors. Take it away, counselors.
Morning. I hope you had an awesome break. It was a nice 3-day weekend. I hope you enjoyed your holiday yesterday. So before we get started, just a quick reminder that this presentation is not meant to hurt your feelings. We understand that you're teenagers. And we were all us adults in school were once teenagers too. But we're going to talk about public displays of affection, or PDA. This has become a problem here at school. Just walking into school today, I saw a couple holding hands. So let me give you the definition. So a public display of affection, or PDA, is any act of intimacy or affection between two or more people that is visible to others in public. This can be arranged from holding hands, hugging, to more intimate displays like kissing. The term public refers to any setting where other people are present and can observe the interaction. So for instance, you see in the picture holding hands. That is not allowed. PDA. So public displays of affection in school are generally discouraged or often prohibited by school policies, such as the case at Horizon Middle School. It is prohibited. This is because PDA can be disruptive to the learning environment, potentially distracting students and creating discomfort or awkwardness for others. So be considerate of those around you. It is not allowed. So, reasons for discouraging the PDA in school. It's a distraction from learning. PDA can be a distraction for students trying to focus on their studies, discomfort to others. And some students may find PDA inappropriate or uncomfortable, especially during passing periods or in classrooms. I'll give you good examples. You go to school from 8th grade to 6th grade. 6th graders are a lot younger than you, especially when school starts. Some of them are still 10 years old. They might not be comfortable with a PDA, and you also have a lot of parents that drop off students who can visibly see the PDA, especially if it's coming in to school or leaving from school. They might find it uncomfortable or not appropriate. Potential for awkwardness. PDA can create awkward situation for those who may not be comfortable with seeing or being seen engaged in PDA. You might be dating, your boyfriend or girlfriend may not be comfortable with the public display of affection. And we also have to respect one another. Just because you have a boyfriend or you have a girlfriend doesn't mean they are comfortable with you always hugging on them or putting your hands on them. Or worse. We've seen worse. We've seen worse. So be considerate and remember boundaries and respect. Violation of school policies. Many schools have policies against PDA to maintain, and look at the word, a respectful and professional learning environment. School is your job. Just like we come to work as adults, this is our job where we exercise our profession. It's the same thing for you. Being a student is your profession. So this is where you maintain a professional environment. Potential for misinterpretation. Some PDA might be misinterpreted as harassment or bullying, especially if it is excessive or inappropriate. And that does happen. Ms. Gutierrez both and I witnessed the situation a couple of days after school where it was very inappropriate. And it could be, like I said, viewed as inappropriate, excessive, or even bullying or harassment. Remember, we respect our boundaries, our personal space, just that little bubble that we have around each other. And that doesn't mean you don't like one another. It doesn't mean you can't be in a relationship. If your parents allow it at home, outside of school, that is different, but not at school. So these are some images of things that are not appropriate. Kissing is not appropriate. Holding hands is not appropriate here at school. Hugging, being that close proximity, remember your bubble. At this moment, I'm going to pause and I'm going to give Ms. Gutierrez so she can finish up the lesson.
Good morning, Hawks. And as we finish up the lesson on appropriate forms of displaying your affection, the PDA is not something that is appropriate in the schools. Things like hugging, kissing, holding hands. And, we're not against you having a boyfriend or girlfriend. We understand it at this age that you are starting to really notice each other and like each other. That's not the problem. If your parents are in agreement with it, that's okay too if they're allowing you to date at this age. But remember, a real date is when someone asks permission of your family. Your parents are aware of what's going on. They have a little money, so they've got a job to go take you on a date. And a real date means they're going to take you to a movie or to dinner and be respectful. That's what dating really is. Now, when you're here on campus, as far as the PDA, anything that's on anywhere on the campus is not permitted. Okay, so that's something that just goes to, if you look at the Clint Code of Conduct in that book for you, the student handbook, it does talk about this specifically. And it's something we do have to address because right now we're seeing a lot of it that's happening. So, have you ever felt uncomfortable or awkward due to someone else's PDA? The thing is that you might be all affectionate with each other, but that display can make others feel very uncomfortable. You have to be respectful to that. And what was that like when you yourself felt? It's disrespectful is what it is. And what are the pros and cons of PDA? Well, the pros, we understand that you are liking each other, and it is that display of affection. But those things have to be kept privately. And then from your perspective, what are the cons of that? Well, it is everything that's making everybody feel awkward and uncomfortable. And even for yourself, you have to have some self-respect for yourself. It is your body. You need to learn when you have that boundary to say no. And it's okay to say no. It is your body. So from your perspective, just think about those things. Consider those things for today as we move forward into our day. Now, the week coming up, we do have some testing coming up, our STAR exams. And just remember, keep in mind, even 8th graders going forward into high school, you need to do as best as you can on your exams. This is going to free up your schedule for next year. So when you come to us and say, oh, how come I got math improvement or reading improvement? That's the reason why. You didn't do as well on the test as we'd like for you to do. Many of you are right on that edge, ready to pass it. So be sure that at this last push, you don't give up. You don't give up. We get through all the way to the end, to the finish line, so we can be successful. Hawks, make it a great day or not. The choice is yours. And now back to our Studio One with Anchors One.
Thank you, Ms. Gutierrez and Ms. Gomez. This concludes our morning announcements. Teachers, remember to follow the 5-step plan. Please check student for dress code. That's all for today. Have a great day, Hawks.